My teenage daughter came home from school crying because her best friend Emma had been making fun of her clothes all week, calling them thrift store trash, and telling other kids that we couldn't afford nice things. So I marched into the school the next morning ready to give Emma's mom a piece of my mind, until the guidance counselor gently explained that Emma's family had just lost their house to foreclosure, and she was lashing out because she was embarrassed about wearing the same outfit 3 days in a row. Chloe had been best friends with Emma since 3rd grade. They did everything together: sleepovers, shared lunches, even wore matching friendship bracelets I bought them last Christmas. So when Chloe came home Tuesday afternoon with tears streaming down her face, I knew something was seriously wrong. "Emma keeps saying my jeans are ugly," she sobbed into my shoulder. "She told Ashley and Mia that we shop at the donation center because we're poor. She said my backpack looks like it came from a garage sale. The thing is, we do shop at thrift stores sometimes. I'm a single mom working 2 jobs, and I'm not ashamed of finding good deals." But Chloe's clothes were clean, well-fitting, and perfectly fine. Her backpack was only 6 months old. Wednesday was worse. Emma apparently announced in front of half their English class that Chloe's sneakers were probably from the clearance bin at the dollar store. She wasn't wrong about the clearance part, but they were still decent Nike shoes I'd saved up for. By Thursday, Emma had gotten other kids involved. They started calling Chloe Walmart Girl and making jokes about her lunch being off-brand everything. That night, Chloe asked if we could afford to buy her new clothes. The defeat in her voice broke my heart. Friday morning, I'd had enough. I dropped Chloe off early and marched straight to the main office, ready to demand they call Emma's mom for a meeting. The secretary tried to calm me down, but I was fired up. "I need to speak with Emma Peterson's mother immediately," I said, probably louder than necessary. "Her daughter is bullying mine, and it stops today." Mrs. Chen, the guidance counselor, overheard and asked me into her office. She closed the door and sat down with this sad expression I couldn't read. "I understand you're upset about Emma's behavior," she said carefully. "But before we call anyone, there's something you should know about Emma's situation at home." She explained that Emma's family had been evicted from their apartment 2 weeks ago. They were staying at a motel on Route 9, the sketchy one behind the gas station. Emma had been wearing the same 3 outfits on rotation because most of their clothes were in storage they couldn't afford to access. "She's been coming to school hungry," Mrs. Chen continued. "We've been quietly providing her breakfast and lunch. Yesterday she asked if she could wash her shirt in the nurse's sink because it was the only clean one she had left. I felt like someone had punched me in the stomach. Here I was, ready to tear into this kid's mom, when Emma was probably more scared and embarrassed than Chloe ever was." "But why is she targeting Chloe?" I asked. "They used to be inseparable," Mrs. Chen nodded. "Sometimes when kids feel powerless in their own lives, they try to control what they can. Emma probably sees Chloe as safe to lash out at because she knows Chloe cared about her. It's misplaced anger, but it comes from a place of real pain." That afternoon, I sat Chloe down and explained the situation. She was quiet for a long time, processing everything. "So, Emma's not really mad at me?" she finally asked. "No, honey. She's scared and embarrassed, and she's handling it badly." The next Monday, Chloe came home with a different story. She'd approached Emma at lunch and simply asked, "Are you okay? You seem upset about something." Emma broke down crying right there in the cafeteria. She apologized for everything and admitted she was jealous that Chloe still had a stable home when hers had fallen apart. Instead of demanding an apology tour, Chloe did something that made me incredibly proud. She started sharing her lunch with Emma every day and convinced me to help Emma's family apply for assistance programs I knew about from my social work classes in college. Emma's mom got connected with transitional housing support, and they moved into a small apartment by the end of the month. The girls are friends again, stronger than before because they went through something real together.